They want to know that the business can scale. People buy businesses for the future of the business, not for the past of the business. They want to make sure that that business will continue to grow. And they also want to make sure that the business can operate without you. I mean, unless you want to go with a buyer and have a job with a buyer, then if you're going to be exiting the business, then the business has to run without you. So exclusivity and predictability are important for creating a saleable business. So where licensing fits in is that it hits all of those markers of, well, I'll go back a bit, exclusivity and predictability, creating assets, strengthening your positioning, and creating predictable revenue. And so how does it do that? The transformation of licensing is that it transforms you from an expert-driven business, meaning Aaron or Erica, whoever, like we're the expert of our business, to a business that is driven by our expertise that can be delivered by other people other than ourselves. And so that is how we decouple our revenue from our time and create leverage in our business. So if you have a program or a service or a training that can be delivered by a third party, then that is one that could be potential for licensing. Now, most service-based businesses do have this potential. Like there may be some expert-driven businesses that really depend upon the expert, and it would be very difficult, if not impossible, to train third parties to deliver the same service. I'm thinking of a woman in one of my masterminds who uses her intuition. She uses her intuition to work with businesses to help them kind of find their authentic selves and their authentic voice. And I think that would be a little bit difficult to train other people to do. But for most of us, we would be able to train other people to do what we do. So what is licensing? So a license is a grant of rights from the creator of an intellectual property asset to the user of that asset. So in our case, the licensor is the individual or organization who creates the asset, which in our case might be a productized service or a training or methodology, and we license it to the licensee. And so we grant rights to the licensee to use our product, service, or methodology. So that is a license, that transfer of intellectual property rights through a written agreement that contains, strict terms and conditions, payment obligations, things like that. That is your license.